Yeah, Monday. Let's go. It's day 12, 13 for me, being 27 years old, loving it, every minute of it. Okay, message today. I just finished a book by Matt Haig, Reasons to Stay Alive. Of course, there are many reasons to stay alive. And the book casts light upon just his journey through anxiety and depression in his early 20s, and where there was like small signs of it earlier. And just how he dealt with it, and just kind of goes through all the minor and major details of it. The book was bought for me, and I now know why. There's lots of wonderful insights into just daily struggles. You know, lots of us don't like to label anxiety or depression, or the big A or the big D, or like, or like, or the big C, like for cancer. Anyways, whatever you want to call it, it's just something that many of us have to go through, and it was really refreshing to read a book that was so in depth yet light. Easy to identify with, resonate with. I guess in the last month or so, I've really, really felt good and, on top of everything. And I think for a long time, I let a lot of things worry me and get on top of me, to the point where I was kind of lost, but really, really I felt really just down, and couldn't really see the light in anything. I couldn't bring myself to cook nice food for myself. I couldn't bring myself to exercise. Each day rolled into the next. So I was just kind of schmeh, you know. And obviously there's different strengths to how we feel, and things trigger it off differently. But anyways, a message today is that just to remember that. So life in general, we create goals for ourselves, and oftentimes I think goals are important and things that we aspire to, but just to make sure that, like, give yourself a chance. Always give yourself, things that are achievable, and then things that are just your dreams. Everything, is important, but it's also very important to have a goal that you can reach. And then when you reach it, really, give yourself a pat on the back and say, like, you did it. Usually we're just like, the idea of having a carrot dangling in front of like a rabbit, and he's running for this carrot, but because it's always one step ahead of him, he can never reach it. Um, so the idea of it is near to you, but it's never achievable, is never really a good way to go about, you know, having goals for yourself in life. So just that's something to remember. And I'm not saying don't have any goals, have as many goals as you can, and things that are absolutely unbelievable and, near impossible, whatever. Do it, you can do it. And in terms of doing, we often forget to just be. So it's also very important just to be, being in the moment, being, I find like that's a whole, like, this is really vast and broad, and I could talk about so many different things, but I'm just going to say, like, a little tip or something that I've started to do is, I often get in the habit of taking out my phone and swiping through Facebook or social medias in general, like Twitter. Not really Twitter, I don't really use Twitter much. Probably should. Instagram and stuff. And we see things that remind us of all the things that we don't have, the things that, we're failing to achieve. We always want what other people have. The grass is always green on the other side, blah, blah, um, and so I think, again, using social media as a tool, maybe to show off the things that you are doing, the things that you enjoy. Yes, follow the people that inspire you and look at things that make you happy. I think there's a time and place to do that. The tip I'm going to give you is not to focus on, like, social media the minute you wake up in the morning and just before you go to bed. I've started to put my phone down, as opposed to sitting there, and that's the last thing I see, is the things that they might make you happy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not always negative, but you know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of looking at things that could make us go, I don't have that, I would like to look like that, I need that, Instead, I've started to focus on myself, breathing, just thinking about, what I did during the day. Was it a good day? What could I have done to make it better? What will I do tomorrow? etc. Just kind of focusing back in on me, as opposed to like, having my head filled with things that are going to make me worry, or just, not switch off. And then also, same in the morning, maybe it's best not to just pick your phone up straight away. Give yourself a minute, think about how wonderful the day is going to be. Take note of your bed and just where you are and different points in your body, and just enjoy being alive, because there's lots of reasons to be alive. And I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely day.